Morgan again, guys. Morgan again. So just want to do another video quick. I'd set my priorities out for Labour and government before the election, right? So I'll just quickly read it. I just quickly find them on my notepad. Hang on a second. Let me just find them on my notepad. Where is it? 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 Because I wanted to go over this because I had, I obviously had priorities for them for when they came in. Like people's um, people's views evolve, and where is it? There we go. So this is what my list was, right? For in order: cost of living, healthcare, education, R&D, employment, homelessness / house building, public infrastructure, defence, trade, foreign affairs, and last, immigration with climate change and environment / ecology, underlining most, if not all, policy. Right? It's kind of this like I would mostly stick with that, but I would push climate change and like I think I think climate change preparation and sea level rise preparation is more immediate than I've previously considered. When I because I put the climate change etc. has to underline all, most if not all, policy. And that, to me, that was already a strong statement. Other people already told me that's a strong statement, but I also think that those policy areas in of themselves should now go up and be on top of the list. Because in part it could help to bring down the cost of living, which is kind of partly why I put it into the having it underline the most if not all policy. But I mean, where I am, I'm like 285 feet above sea level, but the main town area of Paignton is like not far above sea level, and quite easily it is likely to be like Florida, going underwater. So the town is just gonna have to like migrate northwards, westwards, and like upland basically. But I don't see anything in. I haven't seen any, like, all I hear from Labour is them talking about changing energy, like getting on with like bringing us to net zero. Yeah, that's fucking fantastic, mate. But we need to see preparations for sea level rise. I see nothing. Preparations for climate change. I see nothing. Net zero is not preparation for what's coming. We need preparations to adapt to what we will have to accept is coming. And this isn't fear mongering. We know this is coming. Many places in the world are already being affected by sea level rise and climate change in a drastic way. They've already lost their homes. We are yet to properly feel that. Yeah, I mean, some of us are losing homes into the sea. As we've seen, was it last year, year before? Kent or something? Right. homes being washed into the sea, and it's happening in America as well. And I live in a ghost. I just live 250 feet, 285 feet above sea level, so I'm not going to be affected directly by sea level rise. But like the actual main town of where I live, that's going to be underwater. A lot of it's going to be underwater. And people are just like, what's that? They're too busy looking down whilst there's a massive asteroid coming in from above. You could possibly get in a car if you looked up long before that. You could have seen a car. You could have driven it far enough away from the impact, from the impact point, that you could find a place that you could survive it just about. It's not impossible. But no, you spent too long looking at the fucking floor, thinking about your own fucking problems, and it's all gone. You're fucking dead. That's it. Could have prepared, you didn't fucking bother. So I mean, like, getting to net zero we do need to do that. But for me, a big priority now for the Labour government are preparations for what is to come. We need preparations to adapt to what is to come, and I am not fucking seeing it. Again, net zero, moving us to green energy is not a preparation for adapting to rising sea levels and changing weather events. That's it. That's not what it is. People need to get that. Like that, I don't think people really understand that, which is a bit of a shame, in my honest opinion, and to me, and also a bit fucking stupid. If you disagree with me, have a go at me in the comments. I would like to have a debate with someone about this. I would like, or at least a chat about with someone about this, specifically about sea level rise and adapting to changing climatic conditions. Actually adapting to it, and preparing to adapt to it. And there's none of it. I am not again. You see it elsewhere, elsewhere in the world where it is directly affecting them. People who are already tuned into this stuff, but the general public has no fucking idea at all. And I think that's down to that is in part down to public messaging, government messaging being shit, and government understanding of these problems being absolutely bollocks. We need floodplains again. We need to bring back floodplains. We need to rejuvenate our heathland and peatland. We need seawalls. We need, one of the only things that Labour did have spoken about is new towns, villages and whatnot. Yeah, great, so long as they're further inland. I hope that's the fucking case. Sorry, it's just a little bit of a rant this morning, because I'm a bit like, I'm sorely frustrated, and people aren't taking this seriously. They say they are, but they go on carrying talking about stuff that is far less important anyway. Like Trump. Yeah, no, it's important. I'm not saying that Trump possibly getting back in control of America isn't a problem. yes, it's a problem, it's a big problem. But in comparison to something like climate change or adapting to sea level rise, like it's it's small fry. And I will challenge anyone on that comparison. You know, if you disagree with me on this comparison, if you think Trump getting into power in the US is a bigger problem than climate change and sea level rise, then I would be more than happy to have a nice long debate with you. But more than that, I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with someone just about this, because there is no conversation amongst normal leftists online about this stuff. There just isn't. It's all about Trump. It's all about the human politics. And sticking to small politics. Thinking it's big politics. It's not. It's only dealing with us, humans. And we make up a small part of this planet, no matter how much we think we're, you know, you know, we only make up a portion of this planet, especially of the landmass. In terms of biomass, like, we're outnumbered many times over by even beetles and ants. Where we go from here, I mean, Phil tries saying to me, it needs to be, you need to go and no, like, the government needs to be fucking dealing with this shit. Science has already proved this is a thing. This doesn't need fucking ground up stuff. This needs government work happening on it. This needs us bugging the Labour government to fucking get on with this shit. Which I've already fucking, I've sent emails to my Lib Dem MP. I've bugged Labour MPs when I've been on the Labour Party Zoom chat calls. And I'll continue to do so, and even more specifically on this, because the rate of sea level rise, the rate of climate change is accelerating. It's not like staying the same. It's not like we can just keep going because think like the rate of it's just no. It's getting faster and faster and faster. And people are, oh. Again, in like this kind of copying off my last video that I did, but it's going to sound cold, but your individual problems are less important than the ones we collectively face. I'm sorry, but that's just true. It just is. And unfortunately, too many people, even on the left, are too focused on individual problems and not the collective problems that we all face. Let me know what you guys think. I said if you ever want, if people want to chat with me about this, I've now put my Discord link in. You should be able to find me in the description, or just chat with me through the comments. But I think we need to talk about this on the left. Actually talk about this in depth. And again, and not just about fucking net zero. Net zero is not preparing to adapt and adapting to sea level rise and climate change. It's not. What it is stopping the damage, continuing to do the damage we've already done. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think. Waiting for I always like the pushback, and feedback. So yeah. Masyado yung max, guys. Bless you Thursday and good weird. Stay safe.